For techies, it really was the place to be this week, and now the Consumer Electronics Show is winding down in Las Vegas. Brian Cooley, senior editor of CNET, joins us live from Vegas to help us to understand the best of show. It's CNET's best of show. Brian, thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, Melissa. Yeah, we've got all the winners here from the Best of CES awards that were done just last night.
Well, let's go through the one that just deserves the most recognition. And which gadget is that?
This big TV right here, this is part of the Philips Eco series, flat panel TV. The Eco means green, of course. This got Best of Show as well as Best in the Television category. It's a 42-inch flat panel, great image, of course, but the key here is that it uses relatively little power, as little as 75 watts when it's running. And let me tell you, compared to a typical flat panel, that's about a quarter, maybe even a sixth of the power that other sets use. So it's dramatically greener, and people don't realize how much power a lot of these TVs use. If they're not green, you can have a flat panel TV that will obviate all the other power saving measures you take in your home. So it's important to make sure your TV's not a real power pig.
All right, interesting. Well, green in terms of the environment, but how much green do I have to shell out if I want one of those?
Yeah, about $1,400 MSRP. That's not terribly high. That's right in the center spot of the market, so you're not going to get gouged.
Yeah, see, the HD TVs are really coming down in price as expected.
Yeah, they really are.
What about some of the other little gadgets you might want to carry with you?
Let me show you one right here, right in front of the TV, a much smaller screen, of course. This is the iRiver W7. It looks like a navigation device, which it is, but I can also click it to another mode here where it becomes an MP3 player, because that's also what it is. And the whole thing is dockable. You see, it's in a little car dock. So when this white part comes out, it's your portable media player. And when it's docked in your car like this, it's your GPS device.
Neat.
That's really cool because it's not bulky.
Very versatile. Now, again, I always think about money and durability because I have a tendency to drop things. So how do these how do these gadgets handle
well, you never
it?
know on durability till you drop it a few times. I hope you never do. Pricing on this is to be determined when it comes out a little later in the year. I'm going to guess around $300. That's just based on what they charge for that in Europe.
Okay. I was looking at some of the other awards, and they also went in the film of gaming, in the category of gaming.
Yeah, we have a great gaming product over here for the Wii Wireless Nunchuck. Now here's a Wii remote, a Wii controller, a nunchuck like you use for the various, motion games, fighting games. This guy right here, these are normally wired in the standard Wii setup. This is a wireless one that uses a little adapter right there, and this is your wireless nunchuck, and that is only about $30 MSRP, so it's partly the low cost and the beauty of being wireless that makes this our best of category for gaming. I can't imagine a Wii owner who isn't going to want one of these.
A lot of people got cameras over the holidays, and I understand you found an SLR that really seems to get good picture quality and also isn't all that expensive.
Yeah, Sony has a new SLR. It's called the A200 DSLR, part of their Alpha series. And the breakthrough on this is that it is a really high-quality DSLR that doesn't break the bank, $700 with a lens, and it's a very good camera. So they're taking a very high-end camera and bringing it down into a more affordable range. Anyone who's vaguely a photo buff is going to like the combination of the quality and the price.
Okay, what about phones? Any new gadgets with the phones?
Great phone. This one here, the Rocker E8 from Motorola, was both the winner in the cell phone and smartphone category, and also the people's choice. And let me show you why. Here you are in phone mode. You got your phone buttons and all that, and I got a little music button right there. When I press that, it changes the entire interface to a music player. Whole new buttons, all new display. I push the red button over here now to take us back to phone mode. They call that mode shifting technology. It's a smooth glass front, and that is very cool because you never feel like you're having to compromise. If you're listening to the phone or the media player, it always feels like it is dedicated to that function, and that's a very good idea.
Okay, what about laptops? I understand there's one laptop that really stands out.
Yeah, look at this guy here from Lenovo. It's called an IdeaPad U110. First of all, let me show you the profile. Very slim. If I close it up, you see there's nothing to it. Very light. You have to take my word on that one. On the back here, you've got this, I don't know if you can see it, nicely sort of artistically textured red tint here, and they'll be in different colors. It's a very stylish machine, and they make no bones about that because they're aiming it at a style-conscious and typically a female market, because women often think that computers and tech are ugly, and men should think that too, because so often it's the case. It's got a really nice finish. It's very light. It's a full, high-powered computer. Now, Lenovo also makes the highly regarded ThinkPad series. So this is no silly computer. It's the same DNA, if you will, of what is arguably the most popular business laptop on the market. And so here's going to be something that is much more light and stylish, I'd carry one of these. Very nice.
I know the Dell Inspiron also has that color option, so people can have their pink laptop or their red laptop. So it seems that that company is obviously jumping on that bandwagon.
Yeah.
It looks very tiny. How does it feel, though, in terms of the screen?
I know, the screen is actually pretty good. I don't know what size it is offhand. I'm going to say, 11 or 12 inches? Maybe it's a 13, but it's really high resolution, and that's almost more important than size. If you've got a very fine dot pitch, as we say, each pixel is very tiny, it makes the picture almost seem like real life, and that to me is as important, if not more so, than having another inch or two in size, especially when I travel, because this is going to have less trouble with that seat in front of me reclining and bonking it down like this, so I can still watch a movie because it's low profile.
Yeah, very good point. I was also looking at some of the other items on this list, and you have a new HD DVR.
Yeah, check this. This is very cool. Now, we have the new digital TV conversion coming in February of '09. The digital TV signals will then take over the airwaves, and you're going to need an adapter for your old analog TV. So this has that built in to start with. It'll make your old TV work indefinitely. But what's really cool about it is it's a DVR, a hard drive recorder, like a TiVo, let's say, but it works with the over-the-air high definition. A lot of folks don't realize there's a ton of HD for free over the air. This guy will tune it, convert it to your analog TV, and record it like any other DVR. This is going to be an important product category as we go toward the digital TV conversion.
Have I run through the list? I'm not sure if I missed anything. I want to make sure.
One more to go, and it could be one of my favorites because I'm a big audio buff in my house. This is from Logitech. It's called the Squeezebox Duo. And I'm showing you just one part of it here, just the remote. You'd have this in your living room, let's say, and you can navigate through it. It's kind of like an iPod interface almost, where you've got all these different menus. And what also happens here is it controls your music system, pulling all the audio, video, and photos from your PC, playing them on your home entertainment system, but allowing you to do all the control and the previewing of albums and album art cover right here on the display. You don't have to go to use your TV as a big audio display, which is kind of a horsey model, nor do you have to fly blind. This is a very cool product. So this and its base unit will be about $400. It is the kind of thing that is going to be of interest to the consumer of very distributed audio systems in their home. They want everything in every room.
Brian, looking at
one more I want to show you real quick. A car PC. I almost forgot because it's down here. This is from a company called Azentech, and it's called the CPC 1200. It's a full Windows Vista computer that mounts in your dashboard. It's got a motorized display, which you see already deployed and up here, and runs regular Vista. It has all the computer functions, Intel processor and all that, satellite radio, GPS, you name it. This is part of the major automotive theme we saw here at CES this year. The car makers really got tech at CES this year. We had the head of General Motors giving a keynote. That's a pretty good example right there. This particular computer is going to be about $2,700, but for the person who wants the ultimate in-car technology, this is one of the ways to get there. It was our award winner for the car tech category.
A great way to keep the kiddies occupied if they happen to be in the back of that SUV or that minivan.
That's right.
Brian Cooley, Senior Editor with CNET, thanks so much for walking us through some of those sassy gadgets. Again, CNET's Best of Show Awards and some of the terrific gadgets from that show. Brian, thank you.
Thanks, Melissa.